Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Lee, the one and only Master of Propaganda, heroes like Defender of the Fatherland. All of you do riveting a 1v1 on Road to Tunis. You need to pick a road, pick the road to Tunis, I think. Anyways, we've got a triple pioneer study for Hjax, fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Here, setting out with the 90th Light Infantry Division, which will later become the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division. And this is Xandr, fighting here for the British Empire, the Commonwealth. Here with the 7th Armored Division, the Desert Rats. We got Luftwaffe chosen here by Hjax. And into some Grenadiers. Probably not going to see much Fallschirm Pioneer or Fallschirm Jägers as usual, because also airdropping light guns is popular, and, you know, loiters and cheap enforcers, great, just no one really goes for the actual Luftwaffe infantry. Second section for Xandr. Otherwise, all steady she goes. As usual, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast keeps making all these videos possible, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos, helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithm, which otherwise try to bury me. So, heading northwards here, Xandr's got a clear focus there, and the south side here, second section rise, worth noting he only went for a single sapper start here, which is actually a bit rare. Most British players like to have two so they just get, you know, some early good pressure in there, but Xandr actually preferred more sections here. He's also gone for Indian Artillery, which, besides artillery, also offers cheaper reinforcements. Again, highlighting that there's a bit of a meta sort of, shall we say, singularity where, again, like, it just comes down to, like, who can, like, just get the smoothest economy going in a sense. That means the battle groups do kind of feature that, tend to have a bit more weight. But anyways, first shots fired here, section flank around here, using the building here to, of course, catch his opponent off guard. Smart play there by Xandr. Some players came a bit careless around this building. Finding around the cutoff point, he almost had it there, but Xandr already put in positions to make it difficult for the Germans, like, easily to grab it. He wants to dig in there. We can see a Hjax trying to fight him at range here, but could get flanked from the south. That said, Xandr's trying to do the same now to Hjax's cutoff point, forcing Hjax to move going easy with that, but he's getting more force of that as well. Pioneer's getting focused down with the stun guns. Really not going great here for Hjax. He's already got two squads withdrawing, though both are Pioneers. And he's kind of stuck in a bit of an overall awkward spot. And there you go, third section out for Xandr. So yeah, Xandr here definitely catching Hjax a bit off guard with a more unusual Brit opening. Not super rare though, just a bit unusual. Section forced to withdraw here. Hjax here could go for an MD42 now. He could also go for Fallschirm Pioneers, a mortar, or a sniper. What happens to see what he goes for though? Oh, and Xandr gets run to the building. Hjax wasn't even thinking about that. That is amazing. We do get an MD42 for Hjax, but yikes. Some of his early engagements are definitely a bit on the rougher side. We can see he's definitely got some spunk in him, going straight for Xandr's cutoff point right outside of his own base. Oh boy, oh boy. Section move here. This is though going to get risky. Like, he's already low on health here. It's a long way back home, and of course, we're troop the retreat path. As always, I suggest you keep in mind, like, you know, your retreat path here. Like, you know, what is your exit strategy for your various units? Because that definitely feels like he did not have one. Officers' quarters here, so heavy tier 1 there out of Hjax, which does make sense. I mean, he's got a pretty broad tier 1. And of course, courtesy. Yeah, he lost the Grenadiers. That was definitely a slip there by Hjax. Again, mind your retreat paths. But again, you know, with Luftwaffe, you can just drop in the LT-40, so that means you can also more easily get away with this heavier officers' quarters, even if things don't quite go fully smoothly, because you can always just drop in an anti-tank gun, meaning a light vehicle is not going to be a nightmare. And there you go, LD-40 ready. Which again is another of those cost-saving measures that makes Luftwaffe popular, because it's an anti-tank gun that primarily costs munitions and a bit of manpower to recruit. So that again makes it a bit, you know, in that sense, popular with some Mammoth players. Got the heavy mortar selected by Xandr. Interesting choice there, not because it's bad, but most players tend to go for the other side there and push for fast cheaper reinforcement first. Now the Grenadiers called for Hjax, probably going for the other way, but certainly becomes a bit more necessary now that he's lost one Grenadier squad. Could also airdrop in Fallschirm Pioneers, but again, most players never do that. Section right to the building in front of the Pioneers. Grenadiers near as well here, of course, right in front of the building with a flamethrower is definitely not where you want to be. inside of a building.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
Fresh Grenadier squad. Hjax here definitely pushing his luck with the machine on the cutoff point. I do get why he wants to do that, but it's really exposed here. And it's taking a lot of damage. He needs to retreat now. Definitely not a great setup there by Hjax. Alright, rare side, you actually get the Luftwaffe company out for Hjax, which is definitely not the most common pick there. It's definitely much more focused on Panzer Grenadier company because of the Panzer Grenadiers and the Pack 40s, but Hjax here boldly goes Luftwaffe, and again, sits on the cutoff point, this time winding off the sandbags for the opponent. Bit of skirmishing up north here, flamethrowers on the way there for Xandr Sappers. Which of course means he's only got one sapper section, so if Hjax of course sees this, he could start laying down a lot of mines because Xandr right now has no minesweeper options. It also looks like Xandr will be going for the Toad heavy mortar this and get the Pulsing truck going. Definitely something some players go for, and Hjax again suffers a wipe here. Further south here, fuel being hit by Xandr's, gonna need some more force here from Hjax to deal with that. We'll have to see what he goes for out of that Luftwaffe company. Jaegers? An armored car, perhaps? There you go. We got Xandr there with a 100mm. Actually, a bit under 100mm, I think. 4.2 inch, I can't quite remember. But anyways, truck out there, the Pheasant truck, as known as a Canadian made truck, by the way. It might have been something like 100 and something odd. Anyways, you do get Jaegers here for Hjax. Again, not the most common play, but again, some players like to go for it. Got the fuel point theoretically back, and there you go. Heavy mortar fire now striking down on the center. Already catching Hjax in the 90th Light Infantry Division in a bit of a tight spot. In mortar there could be sailed by the Pioneers. And Pioneers that pushed off on the fuel points. Right now, Xandr's got a great grip on the fuel point here. And it's definitely leaving Hjax in a bit of a top spot. In particular, since again, he did lose that early Grenadier squad. So he really needs more infantry out now to push back against his opponent. And there you go. Jaegers out with their G43s, or as opposed to North Africa, that have been the G41. The predecessor of the G43, which typically gets talked a lot less about because it wasn't very good. Machine gun wipe. There you go, section pushed back. And far up north, Grenadiers has this section here as well. Needs to get his machine gun, of course, back in order. He also just needs to get the fuel back in order as well here before Xandr rolls over him. Xandr, though, has fortunately for Hjax gone for a bit of a heavy tier 1. He doesn't quite have that tech going as fast as he can to, you know, roll out those glorious British armoured cars and tanks. And his Humber so far is also remaining, well, not much happening there. It's Humber's truck, you know. Nothing happening there. Upgrades, nothing. Guess he's waiting, perhaps. There you go, Jaegers Graham, that's on the fuel point. I don't think there's actually any Jaegers that fought in North Africa, though. There were some Gebirgsjägers, and of course a few Fallschirmjägers, but no Jaegers as such. But there were some Brandenburgers, but anyways. Second Jaeger squad there for Hjax. Nice shot gun out of here. Xandr, though, of course, quick on the fingers. Escapes the premises. Pushing forward to here, mortar landing. Almost there. Grenadiers to reload health again. We see Hjax once more overcommitting a low health squad to a position right out of his opponent's base. I do feel like Hjax might want to work a bit on his sense of unit preservation. It's a bit Von Ivan-ish. Second Jaeger squad arrived, of course. This does mean he's up to 4 squads, giving a bit more pressure. You might understand those bring up, of course, Bren sections now. Almost got the heavy mortar. This definitely Xandr there pushing like a bit much against it. He has to retreat, and again, we could see a wipe here. That's it, they are veteran T2, even at the lower health, so maybe there's a chance here. He could also maybe get the Hjax to deploy a smoke screen here if he's sharp enough. Yup, we do get that. Thumbs up here to Hjax, that was actually good there. Actually using smoke screen to cover withdrawing troops. Very good there, definitely something we see some of the sharper players do, is make good use of smoke options for that purpose. And we got a 6-pounder gun now for Xandr briefly, but no. Thought strikes and maybe doesn't want that right now. Probably because he's not too worried about 2-to-1s. Of course, he probably should be careful about Wirbelwinds, but those are going to take a bit longer with the field control he's had against Hjax. South City Jaegers was the section, Lee Enfields was the G41s. That's definitely going to win well for the section. There you go, forced back. Also worth noting here, while they are reloading with a magazine, the Jaegers, quick note here, both the G43 and the G41, while they could be loaded via a new magazine, that was more of an emergency option. Normally, they're actually meant to reload with stripper clips, like, say, on the Kar-9TK. Like, they had one extra spare magazine for, like, you know, okay, snap, we just need to reload that fast. But, on average, they were just actually meant to reload them with stripper clips. So, little fun fact, it's not something typically shown in games or even much else. But it is, like, a important element. It was also, I think, the same thing with the Soviet S-40. Again, primarily meant to reload it via stripper clips.
Jaeger light infantry on station.
Anyways, enough about that. Third Jaeger squad. He's really going hard on the Jaegers. Lot of semi-automatics here. 6-pounder gun now for Xandr here. May regret that a bit, considering all the Jaegers he's about to get hit with. We are interesting enough seeing a lot of munitions float here from Hjax, and he's not, say, upgrading him as Jaegers with, say, you know, scope rifles or even a Panzerschreck, but at least recommend one scope rifle upgrade. Okay, there we go. Just as to start pointing that out, we do get some scope rifles on the way there. Section move, they're pushing back the Jaegers. Infantry there for Xandr and all of his glorious British yeomanry. Tally ho, chaps, you now know how to aim your rifle a bit better. Sappers, Brent section in the Grenadiers, Jaegers doing what they can here. Charging forward for the glory of the British Empire, and the Jaegers reposition slowly, but it's not enough here, and I think he has to withdraw fully here from that southern engagement. Up north though, pushing forwards in here, machine gun being hammered by British mortar fire. And that machine just needs to retreat here. Schnell. He probably should also get some healing going somehow. Medic Banger could be a good investment here for Hjax. I mean, he's got the munitions for one. Easily.
The enemy have taken our territory.
Pioneers in trouble. Further up north, Pioneers there standing off on that victory point. We got 481 versus 352, and we got Xandr here with the Stuart light tanks. I mean, by now it's obviously a good idea because Hjax is going fully hard in on just G43s with scopes and not Panzerschrecks, but I'll say, had he gone for at least one Panzerschreck, he just had that open. Stuart light tanks could prove to be a bit of a miss there by Xandr because Panzerschrecks shot down the Stuarts in game very hard. In the actual war, Panzerschrecks shot down a lot of tanks hard.
Sector now under enemy control.
And there you go, we got the LD-40 here, which can also be a problem for the Stuart.
Victory point lost.
Being south here with a lot of Jaegers. A lot of semi-automatics in there for sure. No sign of further tech for Hjax, no support company, or upgrade for the Luftwaffe company or a Panzer company. We do get the bunker though, and here we got the sappers holding out for a few moments before the Air Force withdraw. They're under a scathing hail of 8mm Mauser fire. Farther up north, Glennis from the Jaegers squad in support. Team upgrade for the Bren guns. Stuart light tank is almost done there for Xandr, which was known by the British as the Honey Stuart because it had a pretty smooth suspension and so it was a very nice ride to have. And Xandr just continues to just keep his track there. The driver's just like, you know. So, I don't really do anything, Nigel. I don't know, Reginald.
Bunker will be a medical facility momentarily.
And there goes Stuart racing northwards. Getting here the survival package for smoke grenades and a bit of self-repairs. Always a solid one.
Available as reinforcement.
There we go. Cheap reinforcement for Hjax. Again, one of those primary reasons this battle group there picks is this variability.
And Luftwaffe officers shall improve performance.
Officer squads on the way as well. Very good. It's going to help the Jaegers a lot and the LG-40, which also benefits from this or the Panzer Grenadier officer quarters. Jaeger still being hunted down with the Stuart there, racing in with its little gun and machine gun. And another LG-40 here for Hjax. Yes, and he is not going to be going for anything from the Luftwaffe company to threaten that. I suppose he could also taking up soon here and just go for the Panzer company.
Upgrade complete.
Go, recruiting that Leichtesgeschütz 40, giving him, of course, access to 2. Got that medic bank already. Xandr's map control looking a bit more mixed at the moment. And there going the south. British section charges in and to get hunted down here by 2 Jaeger squads. The G-33 is laying down some pretty accurate fire. Second sword ready, or 6-pounder grenade ready for Xandr. He's clearly very much focused on the armor threat here out of Hjax. Also nice use of smoke here to mess with the Steward a bit, giving him more time to bring in some other counters. In the center, German grenadiers charging, but quickly focused down here by fire from several points here, a bit risky, and we still also got the heavy mortar. So continue raining around here. Grenadiers there firing off the saps. Could see a wipe in Hjax. Yes, there's going to be a wipe here. Hjax's unit preservation continues to show some flaws in it. Meanwhile, Xandr though seems to be losing control of the Steward here, at least attention to it, because this LG-40 had several clear shots there with no real attempt there by Xandr to, like, save it there, get a smoke popped, Steward withdraws, but couldn't even see the Jaegers go down here. Hjax is unlucky. It'd certainly be a bit of an indictment as unit preservation. He lost Jaegers now, like that. But no, he does slip through, but I feel a part of me like almost more by luck than anything else. And there you go, Panzer Company that of Hjax, ultimately no surprise. And far up north here, Jaegers clashing with the section here. We do get some more Bren guns for Xandr, who is clearly a big Bren fan. And we got high explosive helping out for the LD-40 to try and dig out the British forces there. Walls steadily crumbling there. So very slowly. And what is this? Oh, there's a Bren light machine gun hidden there. But it's not easy to see there. Like, you have to, like, A-notice that little aura there and then, like, circle around to, like, click on it. I don't think you do it from this angle easily. Maybe. That's going to be tough there. LD-40 about to get wiped with heavy mortar. Up north here, we got the Jaegers on their own. Steward racing in. They get no anti-tank support here. But soon Hjax can go for Panzers. Sampers charging in. Jaegers holding the line in the name of das Vaterland here. And we got the section. Oh, he tried to make a run for the Bren gun. Xandr almost had it, but no. The MD-42 ruined it. Oh no, they're crawling for the building. Never mind me then. I didn't realize there's going to be a death trap he hides inside the building. Meanwhile, Steward flanks MD-42, gets a wipe. Well done there by Xandr. Catching in Hjax time and time again in an awkward position and punching him and destroying it. Not leaving anything to chance here. It's thumbs up to Xandr.
Victory point is under enemy control.
I said he's playing at a bit risk with that mortar though, and we could see here Hjax maybe get it, but no. Looks like he's going to get away here. Vickers on it for Xandr. And of course, clearly a big fan of the British Vickers machine I've seen in previous fights. Who knows? Maybe he's got one in his own home. All very carefully attended to while his wife just stays in complete nuts envy. I don't know if it's married or not. I could imagine that. Anyways, Jaegers here is the Bren section on health. Xandr needs to be careful to get the Sturmpanzer for Hjax. Not much of a surprise. Seeming Hjax doesn't have a lot of armor, and he does have a lot of targets for the Sturmpanzer to wreak havoc on. That will be a bit of trouble here for Xandr, who hasn't tagged up further. Does have the fuel for it. We got a Bren section here being surrounded by Jaegers. Got reconnaissance run, we got Fudging Jaegers. We got a Bren section here about to possibly meet the device. There you go. Down just poor Lawrence. That's 2 Jaeger squads let go, Emma. Yeah. And the LD-40 gets him with a high explosive shell in retreat. Cheeky. Sturmpanzers right around the corner, southern point of the Pioneers. And now the Sturmpanzer IV has arrived to support the German army here at the front line as the Steward keeps up the good fight. So how will Xandr respond to that Sturmpanzer IV? At least in-game. I mean, obviously we will never be able to tell how he reacted in real life. And there you go. We do have the Pulsing Truck upgrade here, probably because at this point Xandr is starting to anticipate, Luftwaffe loiters. So, thumbs up there, of course, to Xandr. Probably wants, make sure, he could, maybe also consider other options, like sending ambulance if it became necessary, but in this case, decided to go for the Pulsing Truck. And, of course, uses, pressure infantry. But it definitely does mean he will then have access to some anti-aircraft options, meaning he will certainly be a little less exposed to loiter. Stuart, they're going after the Sturmpanzer here. Hjax again needs to look a bit in his unit preservation there. He does have attentive exposing units. Stuart diving in. Hey, Jaegers nearby. We got a second LD-40 engaging here. Sturmpanzer moving back up. Anti-tanks will catch the Sturmpanzer. We could see the Stuart go down here. Oh no! Gets the light gun there with a heavy mortar hit. Beautiful. Unless you're Hjax, in which case your probably choice of words is going to be a bit harsher. And less friendly. Did he actually spot it here now? And there you go. Vickers is suppressing the Jaegers. Forcing healing here. And the Stuart does escape here. Xandr, still no tech up here. And there you go. Actually get the Pulsing truck to rush in there. Right as the Lloyd is ready, he could risk losing it, which would be a bit hilarious. If he loses it and then Hjax calls in the Lloyder. That would certainly be a bit awkward there. Don't you worry, Lawrence. It's not like the Germans are going to call in the Luftwaffe on us. Don't be silly now.
Light infantry, missing an X.
And there we go. Hjax's unit person catch up to Lucy's Jaeger squad. Could at this point just go for Starstorm or Panzer IV, I guess, but you know, Starstorm would go to place with the Jaegers. We'll have to see. Could also go for more Jaegers, but with Panzerschrecks. We'll see. Does in fact go for another Jaeger squad here. Xandr continues to boldly not take up.
Territory lost.
Sturmpanzer getting hammered.
Enemy has taken a victory point.
Far up north is Stuart getting the gun in his section, grab them on the victory point. Xandr then maintaining good pressure on the victory points now, though he's definitely got a bit of a gap. Fresh Jaegers out. Will it be Panzerschrecks? Will it be G43s? What will it be here? Far south here, charging on that southern fuel point again, looking to keep the fuel flowing for the Deutsches Panzerwaffe. Sturmpanzer gets smashed here by the Sturmpanzer's 150mm high explosive shells. Actual Stuart probably would have been goners from that. Obviously wouldn't be too balanced in game. Smoke screen off here. Another Stuart for Xandr. Ah. Seems a bit bold under current circumstances, but Xandr clearly has a plan.
Panzer officers shall take up residence.
And officers' quarters there for the Panzer Company. Thumbs up.
Bastards have secured our territory.
More scope G43s for Hjax. That's certainly interesting as well there. Fixing up the Polson tract. Bit of quiet. I mean, Xandr's funding a fair bit of resource again. I'm surprised his done isn't taking up. He did cancel the Stuart though, so I think Xandr slightly caught himself there. Meanwhile, the Sturmpanzer in deep trouble up north. Good flank here by Xandr. Opening the heavy assault tank there. Thumbs up. LG-40 there's about to get knocked out though. Great work as well there by Xandr. Hjax continues to have some issues with the unit preservation, but there you go. LG-40 might just be able to save it here. No! Ah! God, the Stuart light tank! That was insanely close there. And Xandr's grabbing the LG-40s also taking up there. Thumbs up. Kills about everything. Hjax continues to enjoy good map control versus Xandr, though kills-wise, Hjax definitely enjoys the advantage there as well. And Hjax actually goes for another Sturmpanzer here. Interesting choice here. No Panther 4s, and of course, benching, I mean, not that interesting because there's definitely a lot of players just keep still spamming the Sturmpanzer here because the overall nerf to them wasn't exactly that big. Meanwhile, take almost 7% in the center. Jaeger's trying to make ground for that victory point, but the Polson truck is on the job here with his 20mm Poston anti-aircraft gun. There you go, smoke here. That's definitely one way to try and buy some time as the LD-40 can go into position. Second Sturmpanzer wrapped here. Now we might see the Polson truck get away, except the smoke laid down previously by Hjax allows to escape here. So thumbs up, I guess, there to Xandr. And Crusaders for Xandr. bit surprised at that. I mean, versus LG-40s, I mean, Matilda's just going to do the job, but in the end, the Sturmpanzer will require something with a bit more oomph. And the Matilda is definitely not the source of that. Of course, there we also got volunteer infantry for Xandr. Further south, the British force ground at the victory point. He's clearly looking just again get as much going there victory points wise. We actually get a fresh LD-40 here out of Hjax this late into the game. Definitely don't see that a lot.
We have lost control of a victory point.
You do not see that one at all. Meanwhile, Hjax actually inching forward against the Germans in the centre. Artillery fire proving problematic. LD-40 supporting a southern push with a pulse track at the section. There goes Sturmpanzer, scores a pretty good hit, and an actual truck like that being hit by that would have absolutely just been turned into scrap metal. Grenadiers, what this is remaining Grenadiers, but he gets a Polton truck, and with that again, the skies are open for the Luftwaffe. The threats are gone, they might lose a Sturmpanzer in the process, of course, in the chat. Oh no, he lost his first Sturmpanzer. He might just lose both alongside the Grenadier squad. Even he calls in the Loiter now, that may just not be enough unless Xandr just parks everything within the Loiter's radius, which seems highly optimistic. Good lord, and now Xandr's down to the base here. The Crusaders on the move. Blasting Jerry's left and right. More Crusader here for Xandr. Trying to go for that Jaeger wipe here. Can he manage it? Oh, well, Hjax survives the Grim D there. Looks like he survives. Further south here, descending on the southern field point. Crusader trying to escape here. The wrath of the Wehrmacht. We got more LD-40C out for Hjax. They're looking to escape here. So now Hjax is down just Jaegers, primarily some Pioneers and light infantry guns. That's his entire force. Comparatively, Xandr has a bit more variation than his force comes. It's something a bit broader there. And there we go. Xandr and the British 1st Armored Division, they managed a triple cap here against Hjax in the 90th Light Infantry Division. Further south, the lightning gun needs to get out of there. Light infantry gun. Someone managed to put that together and hit a lightning gun, which it definitely isn't.
Commandant, we have surplus munitions to spend.
Oh, you'd never hear the end of it on the History Channel. Crusader tank, they need repairs. LD-40 withdrawing here. Hjax definitely needs some armor there. I think at this stage Japan's a 4 might have been better. Now we got the Matilda here out for Xandr, bringing in the steel of the Empire to bear against those Bloody Jerrys. Pioneers about to get pulverized. Gone. Absolutely gone. Do have an LD-40 moving in there. And flares as well. We got Matilda just diving after the Jaegers. Taking more hits to the rear though. But suddenly the smoke laid down. He actually serves the Jaegers. Clever play there by Hjax against Xandr. He's going to need more support down there. And there you go. Matilda's game here fighting very circuitous route there through the southern edge of the map here. And we got all 3 LD-40s here out for Hjax, hunting it down. Certainly also indicating just how bit desperate he is about the tanks. He's calling in so many of them. He's got another Jaeger squad on the way there. Possibly Panzerix, we'll have to see. In the centre, Jaeger laying down fire. Then up north here, Force a bit busy. A lot of action across several points in there. Go Matilda rolling a cat and the Jaegers in a bad spot. Section being forced off the position as things just continue to get a bit messy. And there you go, Hjax for the Panda 4 and Xandr finally with some more sappers and increases repair speed. Probably realising the single sapper section is not really enough for a growing fleet of tanks. Wow, that's definitely getting a bit lucky there for Hjax. 287, 138 there. Xandr is still behind in terms of victory points, but in other ways he's definitely starting to catch up. The Hjax's approach is starting to net him more and more problems. And he probably needs to like start reconsidering his tactical approach a bit. LD4 is going for it. Hands are already there for Hjax and the German army. And Matilda goes in here, going for the LD40s here. Going to contain front against the LD40 should work out, as they can struggle. In this case, both get shot through. That is pretty lucky there for Hjax. Significantly less so for Xandr. Wow. Okay, that probably helps in this veteran flee though. And Xandr here with the artillery called in on the LD40 airburst shells. Meanwhile, Panther charging in the two anti-tank, he could risk getting knocked out if he's not careful. And there we go, Crusader gets the finishing hit here, leaving Hjax once more in a pretty precarious position there. Having immediately lost his tanks almost as soon as he got it. And we got grenades in the LD40, he could lose one of them to Xandr again. Situation for the Germans is once more spiraling into a really bad place. Meanwhile, we got a fourth one? He's calling in a fourth one? Technically a fifth one, possibly a sixth, but 4 of them at the same time? Yeah. I feel like here Hjax might be stuck in a bit of a loop in terms of decisions. I don't think going for 4 LD40s is going to be one of Hjax's finest decisions. Personally, I mean, I could be proven wrong, but it kind of feels like he's just sort of hit a tactical, strategic dead end, and he just doesn't know what to do with it. Oh, and the medic bunker sees the pioneers cover it as he can hit by him mortar, but he does clear it out there, though. Could deploy smoke, then the machine, and then grab it. 4 LD40s seems a bit much. Sections flanking it, catching the LD40s a bit of a bad spot. We do get smoke here, but they make a run for the mortar to try and make off with it. Crusaders charging in, and Matilda from another side here. Hjax under pressure, cleared an LD40 here, and we got the lot of called in here by Hjax, and of course, having no anti-aircraft guns, can't do anything about it. LD4 is getting blasted.
Italian artillery destroyed.
Wiped again. Almost had the Crusader tank there, but does survive. We got more sappers from Xandr. As of course the necessity of having enough men to repair his armors fast as smoke becomes even greater. So we'll bounce there against the Matilda 2. And a lot of smoke there. Hjax continued to hold on against Xandr, but so does Xandr in the face of Hjax. But we can clearly see there's, more and more problems appearing here in terms of, force composition here for Hjax. Like, he's struggling with unit preservation.
Italian artillery destroyed.
Oh, and he lost an LD40 and the heavy mortar, though. Yeah. And he just keeps dropping them in. What on earth? And he's going to wreck that LD40. I mean, that does make sense. Xandr clearly does need more LD40s.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
He's probably going to make a run there for that heavy mortar. 215 on 11, and there you go. Matilda goes in quite aggressively here. Xandr is clearly quite fearless in the face of an opponent. Just keeps going for LD40s, which the Matilda 2 can fail to counter. And the opponent of them has, several of them firing, but Xandr decides not to test his luck there. And there go mortar being grabbed. And we got rifle grenades being flung into the ranks of the Jaegers as they move head on. 209 on 11. Far south, the LD40 by Xandr, grabbing that southern fuel point. Hjax really just seems like he's completely, just hit like a strategic dead end. Like, he just doesn't know what to do except just go for more LG-40s. Which really just feels like he's completely lost. I'm getting, you know, side takeover for Pack 40s, but he just keeps calling in LG-40s. It's like he just doesn't know anything else to do at this point. First time I've seen someone go for like 5 LG-40s in a 1v1 or even at all. This is like just nuts. To an extent, I can see it sort of working out. Again, they are fairly cost-effective anti-tank guns, but still, against Matildas, you're going to run into like a bit of an issue there. Never mind all the infantry and machine guns, even they can fire high explosive shells, but it just seems like Hjax just doesn't know what else to do. Like whatever like mental calculations he's doing, they just seem to just tell him to just push out more LG-40s. Even there's like several of them just keep bouncing on the Matildas, even if some get some luck through. And I think that's just basically it. He's just hoping that with sheer numbers, he can just brute force his way through it. Like, you know, who cares about not having enough penetration? He just uses volume. And since going for a bit of a Soviet approach there. Far up north, Xandr is going to dive into the base. We've got a Panther for Hjax at least. Thumbs up to that.
Company under fire.
There you go, Victor's team with LG-40s. There you go. They are bombarding here with... No, they're not firing high explosive shells, actually. They are not. And we got the Hjax back in action as well there. In the south, we got the artillery moving in in support of our sappers. Catching the LG-40s. Panther 4's almost done. Guns blazing at the Matilda 2. Their shots flailing off the frontal armor. Up north, Crusader keeps poking about. They do have another Matilda there, but that's getting flanked by another Matilda out of Xandr. Xander's more or less at full pop cap, though. He could consider some airburst shells maybe here. Panther Force finally arrived here for Hjax. There you go. Duel between the Panther 4 and the Matilda 2. 6 spanning guns on the move as well here in the south. We got Hjax diving in and catching Xander's LG-40 here. We've got some flamethrowers drop this a sapper section a bit. Too many bullets, that's for sure. Until it gets surrounded by LG-40s and the Panther 4. And the Panther 4 with the problem, there's 6 Panther guns engaging the Panther 4, meaning Hjax loses Panther 4 here. And down it goes. Another stinging blow here to Hjax. And the German army and the 90th Lightning Division is just not doing too well here. We get another Loiter. Hjax in the field point. Still being hunted down by the Luftwaffe. Almost had it. There you go. Jaeger's close to being wiped out here. Matilda survives the Loiter. Close call. And we got just Hjax just sending in all the Jaegers, the LG-40s in as crude a maneuver as possible. We got airburst shells being launched to try and keep the Germans off the victory point. But Hjax just keeps advancing. Ordering his men forwards, no matter the cost, no matter the casualties.
We have 100 points left.
Xandr's actually overtaking Hjax in terms of victory points. Could see another Jaeger wipe here. Up north, the LG-40's moving in there, just blasting the infantry section. Losing 1 crew, but there's still 4 to go. Again, he had like 5 light infantry guns. What madness has he been afflicted with? What dark dreams torment him every night that causes him to build 5 LG-40s? Like, what madness consumes him? Like a ravenous disease. I do not know, and a part of me does not wish to ever know.
What needs to be done?
Grand Northern Victory Point here. LG-40s there blasting at the Matilda 2 there. Hammering out the tunes to 3 blind mice as they slam against the armor. Their percussive beats. Got 84 versus 111. Vic is there ready to meet the Jaegers as they make another advance head on. Their weary feet dragging them across the blasted sand, past the corpses of many fallen German Jaeger. And we got armored vehicle training here for Xandr. Thumbs up. Bit surprised he hasn't gone for this one, because like how much he's been floating and how much he's been at full pop cap. Hjax meanwhile goes for another Panther 4 here.
points remaining for our forces.
And we got a Jaeger push on the southern point as well. We got a Crusader that's not going to do much due to the 6-pounder gun upgrade. 72 on 11 here. Hjax does not risk it there, as he assembles his LG-40 battery there again. Pillars getting fixed up, others are getting ready to move. It's got that armored vehicle training. Bit of quiet here, and there you go, fresh Panther 4, they're ready for Hjax and Germany. Could soon go for another one he wanted to. And at this stage, what Hjax truly wants is, in some ways, a bit tough to decipher. Because the Jaegers, and they got the Bren section there getting absolutely plastered inside the building there. Panther 4 moving in, forcing the British troops there to vacate the premises before the premises come down upon them.
50 points remain for us. You must do something.
50 points left. Xandr gangs on the move. We got another Panther 4 there for Hjax and the German army. Batillas are sitting upon the center here, like lumbering beasts. And we got those early 40s, but they're coming under scrutiny of British artillery as airburst shells are summoned in here. Landing down explosive death from above here, Matilda ignoring. And there you go, GG, game over. Hjax surrenders. A loss here to the German army, victory to the British. A brutal battle for victory here with heavy losses on both ends. But Hjax again seemingly just kind of lost it in part because he just, like, you know, flailed about there. Like, he just kept going for LG-40s even when it clearly didn't make any sense. He was clearly hoping to brute force a miracle into some kind of, like, you know, new, you know, way forward, but it just didn't quite work out, and Xandr just slowly and methodically then just beat him down. So certainly something else then, some food for thought. But hope you enjoyed this match or learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial News. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye everyone.